Alright, welcome everybody. It is your stream host, Shallon Pretzels, and today I would like to welcome you all to Dragon Punch 13. We're getting things started with a little recap pre-show that we like to do before the start of every single Dragon Punch. I'm going to give you the real quick rundown of what's going on in the good state of Ohio with our top SF5 player competition. I'm going to go ahead and get started with this in just a moment. I just want to take care of a few things with one of our commentators real quick. I'm just gonna let him know I'm gonna be doing this. Alright, so with that all taken care of, we can get started on the good old analytics, the good old numbers. It's the reason why I do this, to give us a little bit of an analytical insight into what's going on in Ohio. So, last week, Dragon Punch 12, our glorious Columbus champion, Mr. One Life to Play, last week, One Life to Play Black Lives Matter, Hitman, took it. He defended the state against probably some of our most formidable competition yet. You can see just from the looks of this this top 4 graphic alone, Hitman had a lot of competition going into in the last week, fighting against New York City's Kage, Cleveland's David Swoops, and Cleveland's True Guy. We actually got to see the appearance of Mr. True Guy for the first time in the Dragon Punch. So at the very least, all of the Team Cleveland members have played, but we gotta wait for True God to actually win one. So I don't think he entered today, but True God, if you're watching this, we're waiting. But anyway, Hitman won last week. So what does that do for the championship numbers? Well, Hitman is still behind Corjam in terms of like the number of wins that they've achieved overall in the Dragon Punch. Corjam's still at 5 wins, Hitman's still at 4. But now the city of Columbus, with Hitman and Setman combined and Akron just having Corjam, both cities are now tied up for most number of wins for a Dragon Punch Online. So far, the champions are all from different cities in Ohio, so we've so far done a really good job at defending the state. So far so good. I believe last week we had No Good Citizen, who's from Indianapolis. I cannot talk today. Indianapolis, and New York City's own Kage, as I mentioned earlier. So there were a couple of people from out of state last week that would have easily had a potential chance of shaking things up in a bracket, but we defended the state once again. So pretty much only like these two graphs right here tend to be like most of the same. A lot of these guys are character specialists. These guys that keep winning Dragon Punch again and again tend to stick with the same characters, tend to be like the same players. But from the looks of it, we could see a potential shift in power in terms of which city is dominating the Dragon Punch numbers. Could we see Columbus take it over Akron? We'll see. We'll see. I'm actually going to take a real quick look at the bracket as it is right now and refresh it real quick. All right, so far we got about 10 entrants this week. I'm seeing a couple new names in here, a couple familiar faces as well, players that I recognize from different regions, different cities. We got Corjam, again, previous DPO champion, and Town Crier and RoyalxFlame from Akron. We have Cincinnati's Headache. We got the as well, who's also from Cincy. We got RyanVile and Johnny Fappleseed from Columbus. DJ Vegetal, who I believe is from Cleveland, and InVaZiOnAzN. I don't know where you're from. This is a new guy. So couple of new names. Johnny Fappleseed and this dude and Zeta Slow haven't entered the Dragon Punch before, so I'm looking forward to seeing how these players will perform today. Looking at our entrance statistics, last week saw a lot of additional variation in terms of like city representation. First of all, I'm slowly narrowing down like this unknown category for the players that have entered. We still have like at least a quarter of players who have entered Dragon Punch where we have no idea where they're from. So they're still down here. I'm pretty sure I know a number of these players are from. In fact, the is from Cincy. So let me update this. I thought I already did that. Yeah, so that's fixed. But we still got Blaze, Cheesy 2, Covenant Rampage, Dat Hambone, Durzo, who I believe is from Cleveland, and Hungry Wolf, Garland. I feel like I should know where those two are from, but I just don't have those. I don't have the information for those two yet. I'll have to look into that in a moment once we get things underway. But excluding the unknown category, the unknown regions, Cleveland's still topping it out for most entered. Well, Cleveland tops it out for the city with the most entrants in a Dragon Punch. And when they get a champion, I always say this every single goddamn week. When will Cleveland take it? Because right now it's just making them look bad. I mean, 12 Dragon Punches. Columbus and Akron dominating. We got a little bit of Toledo and Cincy. Cleveland, where are you at? Where are you at? Yeah, Columbus, topping it out for the number of times that the person from Columbus has been in grand finals of a Dragon Punch. So they are now the resident king of this category, of this statistic. Cleveland is barely edging it out for the number. Again, barely edging out over Akron in terms of like the number of times that a person from their city has entered. And the number of times that the Cleveland person has been top 4, like I don't even have to say it. If you look in these like top 4 graphics for all the Dragon Punches that we've had thus far, there are a couple of Cleveland names in here. David Swoops, THTB, I believe Lord Black Sage, and Little Guru are from Cleveland. Actually, no, wait. I can look this up. Cleveland. Yeah, Little Guru, Lord Black Sage, both from Cleveland. Columbus, but yeah, we got a bunch of Cleveland people in here. Big Boots as well is also Cleveland. Shingun, Cleveland. So yeah, a lot of Cleveland players have gotten into top 4s of Dragon Punch. It's just that they haven't won, and that's the heartbreaking thing. They've gotten close a couple of times. David Swoops has gotten into grand finals a couple of times. THTB has been in grand finals a couple of times too. So there's that. It's kind of difficult for me to like make. It's kind of difficult for me to like make this kind of argument for Cleveland to be the champion in the near future, but let's look at the bracket right now and like kind of equate like where the odds are. So at present, I think we got another player who was added to the Green Ranger. Okay. So at the moment, Cleveland only has, to my knowledge, because I don't know where these new guys are from, DJ, Green Ranger, and that's it. Now Green Ranger has broken top 4. I think he got 3rd. Let me check. Green Ranger has broken top 4, I believe, in Dragon Punch 8. Yeah. So Green Ranger got top 3 that time, and that's been his highest placement so far. That was also a very weird tournament as well. We had no Team Cleveland members. We had 2 Akumas. We had a bunch of Geefs. I don't know how like this image came to be. but it happened. Ohio, what the hell? Okay. So that just looking at this, I'm thinking if I were to go off of each of these players' previous history as far as I am aware of, as well as my knowledge of their relative levels of skill, Corjam is very likely to be this week's champion. I don't think that there's really like any argument against that. I can look up, you know what? I'm gonna look up these like new names. Zetaslow and InVaZiOn. Oh my god, he's gonna make typing that name into CFN living. Ugh. But let me type these two names into CFN and let me see exactly where they're at. Okay, InVaZiOn. Okay, it's like every other letter is okay. So Zetaslow is a Ultra Bronze. Okay. So InVaZiOnAzN. Gamers, why do you type your names like this? Okay, so InVaZiOn is a silver Ryu. So we got an Ed player, and we have a Ryu. I think in terms of where they're seated, it makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. I believe what Corjam tends to do if he doesn't know where people are from, I think he just tries to see people based off of like the CFN ranks. If there's no previous tournament history and if there's no like previous like knowledge of where they are from in Ohio, if they are from Ohio, then yeah, there's really like not much I can say about that. Yeah, the only reason why I don't have like, why do I not have ad blocker on this thing? Oh, right, I'm trying to be nice and support my other streamer friends and make sure they get ad revenue. But yeah, ads aside, why is this ad like everywhere? Jesus, go. Stop seeing this ad. Not interested. Go away. Okay, Adobe Creative Cloud. I can live with this. I can live with this. Where's I going with this again? Oh yeah. So Corjam very likely to win this tournament. The bracket's looking to be one that doesn't really favor many other potential champions. Corjam's attended a couple of Columbus's weekly, so I'm not really too worried about him running up against Johnny Fappleseed. Green Ranger is a guy that he fights against on a very regular basis, and unless Corey's playing like some sort of sub character, he might play Seth if he's feeling really generous. Then I could possibly see Green Ranger taking it in like a weird like one-off scenario, but if those two were to ever run it back later on in bracket, I don't think that's gonna happen. Trying to think of like really the main question is who's the rest of the top four gonna be? That's the big question. Because I feel like it could be like RyanVile has been, I haven't told him this. RyanVile is a player from Columbus that I used to run into quite a bit online, and then I didn't because he's been leveling up. He's been improving as a player, and in fact, one of the matches I'm looking forward to seeing, based on my predictions for this matchup right here, I'm curious to see what Headache and RyanVile's match would be like. A Kage, Honda, occasionally Geef against Allura. I would be very much interested into seeing how those two would stack up, because Headache's around the same rank where I'm at. I think he's in Platinum, getting really close to Super Platinum though, but he is in Platinum right now. And RyanVile, I believe, is Diamond or Super Diamond on that particular account. So I would be interested in seeing how those two would fare against each other. I'd imagine that the Kage matchup for Laura is probably one that Laura would tend to excel in. Kage, very stuffy buttons. probably not going to be the best at like checking Malora's fake stuff. But we'll see. I have faith in Headache as a player that he could potentially turn this around. So that would be that's one matchup I'm looking forward to. Honestly, the only things that I've seen from Johnny have been like a couple of brief snippets of him fighting Hitman, Columbus's very frequent champion at their locals on a very regular basis. So I don't really know what I can say about Johnny as a player compared to Green Ranger. But I think this particular set right here could help determine who is in top 4 potentially. I don't know. Actually, not considering where everyone is in bracket right now, whether they got a bye to round 2 or whether they're in round 1 right now, I could very easily see top 4 of tonight's bracket, and you can quote me on this. I could see it being Corjam, I really don't want to say this, but Green Ranger, and then either RyanVile or Headache. That's how I see this potential top 4 kind of running down to being. Gonna potentially be those 4 players. Which brings me to think something else that I wanted to mention. There was a certain thing I wanted to bring up, and I couldn't quite remember what it was. Oh, now I do. The Ohio FGC website. So, for those of you guys who are unfamiliar, OhioFGC.com is the central hub for the Ohio fighting game community. You can find everything there, from a full-on Google Calendar schedule that's like literally like the most blatant thing you can find as soon as you start up the website. That schedule has links and information about all of our events across the entire state, wherever they are. So if you want to go to a local and whatnot, whenever we have locals back up, or if you want to enter an online tournament, chances are you can probably find the event information in said calendar. So we have information about our weeklies, the tournament organizers for those local events, link a dedicated list to all of our streamers in the state, and who they actually, well, not who, but what games that they actually play on a regular basis. And we also have their social media platforms as well, for all the different like Discords and Facebook pages and Twitter profiles and literally everything. So if you want to find out what's good in the Ohio FGC, be sure to type in the command OHFGC in the chat, or type in OhioFGC.com in your URL bar, and you'll get access to all the glorious information for the Ohio FGC. But tonight it's all about Dragon Punch, our weekly online tournament series, again put on by the Ohio FGC. It's easier for me to say that, but it's really like a joint effort between like the University of Akron and Kent State University and Outer Haven Esports. It's easier to say Ohio because it's really just like a joint Ohio effort. So tonight we actually have a bracket for SF5, Tekken 7, Melty Blood, and Dragon Ball Fighters. Apparently we don't have a Grand Blue bracket, and I am low-key sad about that. I am low-key sad because I feel like that game is dying in our locals. Makes me feel some kind of way. Because we haven't run a bracket for that tournament in like a good while. It's been some time. But yeah, this is a tournament series that we've been doing every single week. We've been doing this every single week since March 14th. So we've been doing this for almost 14 weeks straight. We did take a 1 week break. I think it was before our charity tournament, like a week or so before our charity tournament. But yeah, 14 weeks of quarantine. The Ohio FGC still grinding it out, still trying to get our W's. But yeah, this is basically what we've been doing. You are on the host channel for the SF5 bracket. We'll be getting things started in about 10 or so minutes. At present, I have nothing else to plug. This is literally all that I have to plug. Am I getting myself in this mood? The Space Musketeer, I like Grand Blue though. It's like my second priority game, and I can't get anyone in Ohio to play Sam Show apparently, so I have to try to get people to play Grand Blue. It's very important to me that we get more Grand Blue players. Nothing would make me happier. Nothing else. Let's see. Whoa, why are there so many people in the SF5 tournament? Supposed to be doing commentary there. As soon as I say that, some people in the Discord are actually moving over. It's almost like me saying it on stream is convinced them to be like, oh snap, we have to be somewhere else. The power of voice. What's Grand Blue? So Sir Tails, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus is a kind of anime style fighting game that was released by Arc System Works a couple months ago. I want to say back in like February we got it in the US. February, March, somewhere around that time. Actually, yeah, it was more like February. Yes, think like Street Fighter, but anime. It's like it's a really slow-paced, kind of more footsies-oriented fighting game. It's based off of the Grand Blue Fantasy, like RPG series. It's like a gacha game in Japan. At least crazy anime fighter, yes, and it's also the only anime fighter that I play. Imagine that. If I had any power, I would kick Ryan from the tournament voice. Okay. If I had any power. God dang it, more people entered the tournament voice. Ugh. I am like I'm low key about to just like I would do There we go. Whatever. I will write a strongly worded letter to Corjam later. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get in touch with our second commentator for today, Mr. Jack Ajita from, I believe, Cincy? Yeah, he's from Cincy. So I'm gonna go ahead and get in touch with him, and I'm gonna keep an eye out on the Discord for whatever it is we're gonna be doing next in terms of like our matches. Okay, so I don't know when we're getting matches.
Huh. Let's see here.
Registration's gonna close in about like another minute or so. So
I'm trying to get some dudes in here last second. But I don't know if they're gonna make it. No, they're probably not. They're not reading my messages.
Yeah. It's going to be like a pretty low-key day, all things considered.
Yep. Let me take a look at this bracket over here. Ooh! I actually kind of like this bracket.
You have any particular favorites?
Actually, the Mr. Headache. I'm a big fan of his runs. He's a very volatile guy, you know.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of times where, because like I have a lot of like one-on-one discussions with him. And there'll be days where he'll go like 0-2 and he'll like bust her out, but then like he always focuses on those days, right? But there are some days where he just plays incredible. Like his mental is just like, mwah, it's amazing.
French kiss. But yeah, I definitely think he has potential to have a really good run. I'm expecting him to make it to winners round 2, and the match that he'll be fighting in winners round 2 is one that I'm looking forward to seeing if we can get that one on stream.
I think he's given everyone that I've seen in this bracket, he's given trouble except for Corey. I've never seen him play Corey in bracket, I don't think.
They've played in the past. If not in bracket, they've at least played in casuals. So
oh yeah, without a doubt. There isn't a single person Corey hasn't played, at least in casuals. That dude's always in run the set.
Yeah. Yeah, Corey's...
As soon as I get some matches in here, I'll start inviting people.
Yeah. And Corey's definitely the kind of guy where if you haven't played him before in tournament before and then you manage to beat him in bracket, he will immediately try to run you back in casuals like as soon as you're done. And it's hilarious whenever people deny him the run back. Like it's actually like low-key hilarious.
Oh, I wouldn't want to see that. That dude likes his sets.
The last person I saw make Corjam mad, he's now become a meme in like the Outer Haven server.
Oh really?
Yeah. When you get the chance, scroll up in the general channel of the Outer Haven server, and you'll find out what I mean. I think it's in general. Is it in general? Or is it like in SF?
Oh man, there's so many channels.
Yeah, there's definitely like a lot of clutter in the.
Is it post or pre PS5 reveal? Because there's like a wall of PS5 reveal memes.
You can see one instance of it like pre PS5.
Oh my god, there's so many.
Actually, no. It's like one instance like post PS5. I think it's in. Is it in SF? You see, we have too many channels here. It's hard for me to figure this out. And the SF channel is like the most active channel, so I know if like the meme stuff is there, it's gonna take forever to try and find it.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, wait, is it in Degeneracy? It's probably in Degeneracy. We have way too many channels. Bottom line, Outer Haven Discord, too many channels.
Yeah, time for a trimming.
Yep, time to Thanos everything again.
Thanos snap, trim the.
We did that to our Facebook group a long time ago. It's just like we had a Facebook chat. We sent one invite to the Outer Haven server, and it's like, okay, everyone's gone. Just one at a time.
Oh man,
bam,
Facebook chat.
bam.
They're like a fungus. There's just you add one dude, and then it just starts growing out of control.
Yeah.
And there's no admins or anything. Like it's the wild west.
Yeah, we really needed moderation. That's the reason why we ended up going to Discord.
Probably a good call.
I'd imagine so. Okay, so Corey, I'm assuming he's done with final seeding and he's typing in who the first matches are going to be. Please.
Yeah, everybody was joining the tournament voice chat, and they're like, I don't know who it was, but somebody new, I assume, was like, is this where I check in? And we're like, everyone's like, hey man, this is an online, 12-person tournament, or however many people are here.
It's like 11, 12.
11-person tournament. It's like, dude, we're not that highbrow. Just keep your hats on, man.
Trust me, that ain't it, Chief. There was a dude in the Discord named like Cloud Strife or something. He was in like the general tournament chat, and he had like this really elaborate setup. See if I can actually find it. Like he posted pictures of it. It's like an actual like sit down cabinet with like two like Vuelix arcade sticks and like a monitor like right in front. Yeah, it was pretty dope. I wish I could find it.
Sure, we'll do game over for you, kid, and Green Ranger.
Okay, so that'll be Johnny Fappleseed versus Green Ranger for our first match on stream.
All right, mind typing that out for me? I have two monitors.
I can.
Or spelling it out for me, rather.
Yeah. So Johnny, Johhnny.
Okay.
And then F. And then it's just like single word Appleseed.
Okay.
And then the second name is Green Ranger 64, which is spelled exactly how it sounds, just without any spaces.
Gotcha.
So Johnny Fappleseed, resident player from Columbus, a name that you'll see very frequently if you're familiar with the Beatdown at the Bit series. And Green Ranger, a regular of the... Oh, very prompt today. I was not expecting him to be the first one here. We're always surprised whenever Marcus shows up early because it takes him forever otherwise. But Green Ranger is a resident player of the Cleveland, Northeast Ohio fighting game scene. Traditionally plays Zeku, has a Blanca as well. I think Johnny Fappleseed only has a Urien. I could be wrong.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. So one thing that I've noticed about these tournaments is you hardly ever see, or at least I hardly ever notice Shoto play in these tournaments. Like we don't have like an overwhelming amount of Kages or an overwhelming amount of Ryus or anything like that. Or at least not on stream, which is the interesting thing, because I mean, maybe that's a testament to, Midwest being a cut above the rest, because you never see characters like that in professional play either. Yeah.
I remember this like 1 week for Dragon Punch. I think it was our 8th one, where we had like a bunch of Akumas, 2 Zangiefs, and then like we saw Green Ranger a lot that day, so we saw a lot of Zeku as well. It was definitely our most interesting lineup.
Ooh, a lot of Zeku. That would be interesting. This character's got some strange matchups. Definitely a character that I fear when in the raid hands. There are times where I think to myself, am I going to lose to the old Zeku or the young Zeku? Like, it's always one of the two. One of the two is incredibly skewed. Alright, looks like they're going straight into it.
Yep. We're gonna get started with our first match here for Dragon Punch number 13. Mr. Green Ranger versus Johnny Fappleseed. So now just gonna go to character select, which I would assume you have character select on.
Sure hope so. Sure hope it's first to 3 too. Didn't even think about it. But I'm sure they'll know what to do. They're fairly experienced in these if we somehow mess it up.
They're fairly experienced, and they are also like have their typical characters locked in as their favorites, so
yep.
If nothing else, they at least are starting off with what we would assume to be their best characters. We got Green.
Zeku's one of those characters that I'm always wondering what is he going to start out with? What's the neutral plan as soon as the game starts?
You see, that's the thing about Green Ranger. There is no neutral.
Round 1.
Oh, okay, jump back, definitely interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting decision for him to try and back up immediately at the start. Fappleseed opts for V-Skill 2, V-Trigger 2.
Looks like they're trying to fight the netcode right now.
Yeah, seems like it.
Fappleseed getting some free netcode chipping.
Yeah, this is definitely not a scenario where I would really like to give Urien a lot of screen space, especially because it gives him free real estate to charge a V-Skill 2.
Oh, absolutely.
Fappleseed on the miss read on the jump in.
Yeah, a lot of jump ins here.
Back throw into the corner, goes for the overhead, goes for side switch, doesn't get a cross up, goes for another back throw, but nice tech from Fappleseed.
Man, pressing buttons.
Okay, conversion to reset. For the 2. Oh, bust out with the EX headbutt. And another forward throw.
Just using that V trigger like it's nothing. Fairly
Nice
certain
air.
that's safe as well. I don't know if that's gonna.
Is that gonna clip?
Oh wow!
Wow, that
Flipping with the
barely
back of the
clipped.
hitbox. Getting that anti-air hitbox.
I was not expecting that to
Very
reach.
barely. That would have been nuts if he would have gone over.
Round 2.
Going into round 2, Johnny Fappleseed with a little bit more than half meter, and Green Ranger with none.
And there's no circumstance where I can imagine that these two have ever fought before. And the first battle of fighting Marcus is just figuring out just what the hell is going on in this man's head.
I'll tell you what, every single time he's gotten him into the corner, he's gone into the corner himself. There's a lot of switching around going on here.
There's a...
Jumping back, relieving all that corner pressure. I'm guessing he wanted to go for the stance change.
Chasing him down with the EX tackle.
Ooh!
Slowly pushing him down
Like
to the
confirmed,
corner.
Pretty nasty. Yeah, that'll be it. Kept catching him with those low light confirms.
Final round.
Yeah, Green Ranger moving back a lot, not watching his toes. Oh. Oh, God.
Man, these.
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
Oh, dear.
Oh no, please.
We play rollback fighters here.
Yep. That's what they're terrified of. They're terrified of getting a poke and then seeing the health bar go back up.
Jeez.
Oh, nice like lead string.
Listen, the SF5 online experience is bad, but it can't be as bad as the Neo Geo experience I had yesterday. As long as you're not desynced, you can still fight.
Oh man. A lot of just poking going on right here. I feel like more wacky stuff would be happening if they actually trusted their hitboxes to land where they were. Oh, that was probably
He pressed a button
supposed to
after.
be an EXDP, but I imagine that input leniency got caught in the netcode.
Well,
Or
Young
maybe
Jacob
it
does-
was a critical alert. I don't know.
that has to be intentional. Green Ranger taking the very first game of the set. I have no opinions. Okay.
All right, let's see if the first two. Okay.
So I would imagine Fappleseed's gonna stick it out. I don't believe he has any other characters, so the only other potential change I could see him making is if he changes his
Round 1.
V-trigger or V-skill, but it looks like he's gonna opt to stick with what he has. Run slide into
so,
overhead. Okay. Jump back air to air. Osanto. Fails to get the counter conversion on that stand medium punch. Misses it again. Not sure if he's just like not expecting those medium punches to counter hit or.
Checking that dash. Or rather, the command dash.
Ooh, snuffs out the
air-to-air
EX
onto
tackle.
the EX tackle. That's
dead.
kind of devastating. I don't know if I could have brought that back after somebody
Round 2.
just kept pressuring me after I did something like that. This Zeku skin, it's definitely difficult to remind yourself which mode he's in.
Yeah, Fappleseed doing a really good job at locking Green Ranger into the corner as Green Ranger proceeds to jump out as I say that.
Yep. Just commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse. Ooh, okay, back throw for damage. Loses the core advance that he has, but
that's
managed to bait out the
devastating.
EXDP.
Gets the Oki, and he's keeping that block. Oh. This could be interesting. Goes for the slow get up
Oki?
to avoid the Oki setup.
And the
And the
whiff
whiff
punish.
I would say we're gonna get a game 3.
Yep.
Urien wins.
That was definitely a lot of clean play by Fappleseed there. But to be fair, it did look like the game was playing a little smoother that time.
Yep. Mr. Green Ranger opting to stick with Zeku. No Blanca pick today. Although I really feel like the Blanca would be like a really good character for whatever netcode situation they're possibly dealing with.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Lots of wacky stuff on that character. And getting that jump in.
I find it interesting.
Oh man, that was a max range Zeku kick.
I find it interesting that like Green Ranger is consistently going for buffer crouch medium kick into Graham, whether the crouch medium kick hits or not. The weird thing is that whatever button that Fappleseed's pressing after that sequence, he's getting counter hit.
Oh man, DP in his face. I guess he must have missed a link or something.
Counter hit into reset. Punishes with another V trigger too.
E reversal.
Oh,
and
the side
him on the
switch?
EXDP.
Let's go.
Oh man.
That was a
now see, that wasn't even a Urien mix-up. That was Green Ranger mixing himself up.
dang.
Too many things keeping him in the air, letting him jump, dash under him and all that stuff. So it looks like he's going for the immediate switch into young Zeku. I guess he's going to try to get some kind of like wacky pressure on. Oh, anti-air jabs. Rather catching that that jump from wake up. And the headbutt making Urien immune to the grab.
Fappleseed really getting a read on Green Ranger's throw game.
Wonder if Wonder if Green Ranger's gonna mash out another critical art.
I'd imagine it's gonna be likely at some point. All right, V reversal. Holds V trigger 2.
Oh, I think he could have done the critical art there.
Critical art probably would have killed. Oh, yeah. But he really didn't need it.
Hey, this is a good scenario. He gets to keep the meter and he goes to round 3.
Not really a fan of that panic EX headbutt. Fappleseed was nowhere in the range that possibly hit.
Ooh, that big damage on the jump in.
Alright, appears to be starting out this round pretty well. Snuffed whatever EX option that Green Ranger was going to pull off at the start of the round.
Green Ranger is a braver man than I, pressing a button after that EX chariot tackle.
Oh my god. Either brave or foolish, and I'm inclined to believe the latter. Nice snuff on the air.
Oh man. Fappleseed's not having it this time. But finds himself into the corner.
Yeah, but Fappleseed still has a significant life lead. He really doesn't have to worry too much here.
Instance of Green Ranger forcing himself in the corner and pressing a button.
Urien win.
Fappleseed's gonna take this first set. Going 2-1 over Mr. Green Ranger. I think he counter-adapted to Marcus's style of play fairly well. Like, Green Ranger's definitely a kind of player where you really need to just, like, have that first round just be a display of what it is your opponent's gonna do.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff there where, definitely a lot of variance in play whenever Green Ranger was in the deficit. And there were instances like when Green Ranger put himself into the corner and Fappleseed recognized that and began to neutral jump medium punch because he knew that when Green Ranger puts himself into the corner using a cross up or Zeku's command flip, he knew that he would immediately try to jump back out of the corner. Try to find an opportunity to do so, and gave him a lot of free damage in that final round.
Yeah, so up next we are going to be having Mr. RyanVile and Mr. Headache. Let's do their invites, so they should be here in just a moment. So yeah, so this is a match that, as I've said numerous times already today, I'm looking forward to seeing how these two fight it out. Because I don't believe these two have ever fought in bracket before.
I have no memory of it. If they have done it before, Brandon will be very mad at me for not remembering.
I mean, this is a match between Cincy and Columbus, so I'd imagine there's not too many opportunities for them to fight outside of like maybe a couple of regionals.
Oh, for sure. This is definitely a very interesting matchup too.
Laura Kage.
Both characters definitely. It's sort of the same idea with Kage, where you're looking for You're looking for that conditioning where you can just freely throw your opponent, and Laura sort of does the same thing. The only difference being her throws actually do damage,
Right.
and actually give you Oki. Whereas Kage, when he gets a forward throw, all he really gets is a forward heavy punch. But we'll see how it goes. Brandon's really feeling himself, putting on the Oni skin. And going for the dive kick immediately. Really hard for Laura to deal with air pressure like that, I'm pretty sure.
No punish on the block bell though.
Probably unsure which one's safe. Goes for that low dive kick there, which would be +3 if it were to land.
Nice DP. Both players playing very safe to start off this first round.
Ooh, goes for the cross up there, but RyanVile recognizes it and walks under.
It's that knockdown and the lower throw game started. Oh, but Headache just managed to back up and reset the neutral situation.
Probably scared of the XDP.
Nice mix up with the teleport.
Okay, corner carry and a lot of damage off that V trigger.
Okay, and compare with Stamina Punch, Mr. RyanVile.
Oh,
the stun's kind of racked up. I'm surprised he didn't go for the side switch after the medium kick, but guess he didn't need it. So RyanVile cleans up a very close round one.
Round definitely came down to whether or not RyanVile read that throw, and he did.
Nice tech.
He's going for those forward heavy punches in neutral, trying to catch something from Laura, and he's going to. And the crush counter sweep. Is he gonna go for the throat? Nope. Oh.
Bust out with the EXDP.
Oh, and I would have gotten hit by that.
Yep. RyanVile taking the first game.
Laura wins.
Yeah, I'm not really too big of a fan of that EXDP on the side of Headache. He had a somewhat of a life lead. He didn't really need to go that uber aggressive at that stage of the round, but
especially on a character like Kage with what I believe the second least stun in the game.
Right.
Definitely not a scenario you want to put yourself in, which is crush counter scenario where you get additional stun from that heavy move. Or counter hit in general.
Yeah. So RyanVile's really
pretty freely. Oh, the crosscut DP!
Very clean. Oh no.
And that EX Fireball is actually +5, but he was too far away to really get any kind of pressure off of it.
The activation. Dashes in and out.
Ooh, okay.
Sunset wheel. The stun's being racked up.
Oh, he's gonna get hit with the
of course.
Oh, he catches his backdash.
Yep.
And the mix-up.
Hits him with the teleport mix-up once again.
Round 2.
Yeah, I believe Kage is actually +1 after that, or at least safe. So it's very difficult to read after the medium red fireball into the teleport anyway.
Yeah, RyanVile
and
very easily cleaning up this round.
That's all she wrote. That's the Kage matchup for you for any character, really.
Final round.
Just gotta run away with those correct Oki guesses.
Okay. No conversion off that jump in though. A lot of Headache's jumping attempts so far this round have not proven to be very successful. It's either very high hits or Miles been able to successfully block or counter his attempt. Such as there.
He's going for the mistimed neutral jumps as well.
Yeah, I honestly think the Headache's best attempt will be to try to fight it out in the ground game, but it doesn't seem like he's faring too well.
And the XDP, I mean, respectable, but I'm surprised RyanVile didn't see it coming. And another EXDP to catch RyanVile's neutral jump. That's -2.
Goes for the reset. That's pretty high up to actually catch. That's very rackable.
Oh, he goes for another EX. And here comes the V trigger.
Goes for the forward throw.
No cross cut this time.
Okay, so and it could clutch it out. Oh, the trade!
That was actually a trade in that Headache +3.
Could have been it.
That was nuts. He definitely could have jab converted, but he probably didn't expect it. That was a good play from Mr. Headache under such a pressured scenario. Definitely a lot of stress level there.
Very easily could have lost it after that block DX elbow.
That was a weird exchange.
Round
I
one.
wonder if he's gonna open up again. He's been opening up pretty much every round with a couple of dive kicks.
Yep.
And the
another
throw
forward
again.
throw.
It's really difficult to guess in that scenario after the forward throw with Kage if he's going to go for the forward heavy punch or the throw. You really got to stay on your toes because in one you take the throw, but the other one you get crush countered and you get to go into that sweet V skill.
Yeah, so RyanVile getting the side switch. Slowly trying to push, heading into the corner. Gets
Ooh, I don't
anti-air
know
on
if
the
I
jump
agree
in.
with that EXDP. Laura doesn't really have any options that warrant an invincible DP there.
Yeah, I'm not really so sure why Headache is going for as many jumps as he is. It's not.
A lot of meter.
Okay, no conversion on the double crouching jab. Wow.
This is actually a really good scenario for Headache because RyanVile actually cannot jump here.
Oh my god.
What in the world?
How did they not convert?
That was weird. God, we're getting a lot of strange interactions this set.
Huh. So I'm guessing just like the last hit clips, it doesn't cause a knockdown or anything. Huh.
He definitely was able to just walk away from it. Oh,
Okay. That was
jab
a.
into EX overhead.
Okay.
And he gets the cross up. That's probably going to be. Oh, didn't
not
go
quite.
for the meter. I'm fairly certain he might have gotten a stun there.
He probably could have. That was probably gonna be it.
That red fireball would be +3 on block, I believe.
I'm almost willing to bet that red fireball was supposed to be an EXDP. And he busts out with another one. This could be bad. Not quite enough to kill. Gets the overhead.
This is
Stun.
incorrectly again. Gets hit by 2 overheads. I'm surprised RyanVile went for a reset there.
Yeah.
2 times. But it worked.
It did work.
Method of the madness. I think Headache really needs to focus on hitting those medium DPs rather than the XDPs, because
Yeah.
when Laura's jumping through the air, she's just pretty much a sitting duck, but flying.
Nice
Good
punish on the
punish for
sweep.
Headache.
Again with the jumps and the EXDPs. This is gonna be big. Goes to a side switch.
And I don't know why
Commander.
he went for the different side. He's blocked it every time. Or he's
Not quite
attempted to
stunned, but
block
next
it.
interaction will do it, and the overhead.
Oh. Yep. Definitely a stressful situation. You're worried about command grab, worried about lows. Got to think about like 4 different things when you're playing against Laura and you're waking up.
But yeah, one thing I've definitely, I'm gonna reiterate something that Ultimate Vitality once told Headache in a previous match analysis that he had. Not a lot of confidence in his ground game there. A lot of jumping at RyanVile was seen during the course of that entire match. And RyanVile had like a very solid answer to nearly every jump in. Just like stuffing out everything with either an easy stand medium punch or just blocking out the dive kicks.
Yep. Definitely, Kage for sure does not have as many neutral tools as a character like Akuma does, but he's still got them. You know, the forward heavy punch is a fantastic whip punishing tool. It's got a ridiculous range, and when crush countered, you're able to get some Oki off of it when you take V skill too. So it's a limited tool set, but it's definitely a good enough tool set to warrant not having to jump all the time, especially against a character like Laura, who has a very easy anti-air to use. I suppose he just wanted to get that jumping heavy kick off.
Yeah.
Because Kage's jumping heavy kick is a pretty fantastic tool.
It's a pretty solid jumping tool, but it was abused just a little bit too much in that particular scenario.
I've been clipped by it a couple times, but it is not immune to DPs, that is for sure, or even basic anti-airs.
All right, so next up on stream we have Mr. Corjam
Against InVaZiOnAzN.
So InVaZiOnAzN, I don't know where he's from. He's a new
The
guy.
mystery challenger. The
Yes,
man who's
sir.
going to take the bracket.
InVaZiOnAzN is secretly a scrub account for Trashbox.
Secretly Iron Zangief.
Secretly Iron Zangief. He's
got a lot of Z's. Could be telling us something.
Yep.
Is that both of them rocking the track suits?
Yes, sir. Tracksuits are godlike.
Round one.
Don't sleep on the tracksuits.
I think it's funny that the tracksuits are used more than the. Oh, whoa!
Whoa! Start out with V skill 2.
Very bold opening and going for another command throw. Does InVaZiOnAzN know who he's playing against?
He knows he's playing against a Laura player, and traditionally Corjam's not a fan of the Laura Geef matchup.
Oh, but he's hitting them with those resets. And there's the OT.
Yeah, InVaZiOnAzN's really not blocking there.
Yep. Probably waking up with that crouching light punch. Or attempting to go for a light or heavy SPD.
Yeah, he had us going for a moment there.
Yeah, same opening? Nope, he actually did try something different. Corey also is apparently terrified of it, so he jumped away.
There's a certain amount of respect that Laura has to give a Geef player regardless of their perceived skill level.
Absolutely. He's jumping away after everything, so I wonder if InVaZiOnAzN is going to adapt in any way, because it seems to be that that's his only game plan.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, but he's also going to use it against Corey.
Big damage.
Definitely don't want to get hit by a neutral jumping Zangief. I wonder if we're going to see a jump forward EXSPD sometime here.
No, not quite.
That'd be pretty dirty. That's what I would do here. Oh, attempts go for the EXSPD.
Rushed.
Countered instead.
Laura wins.
You know, I'm gonna say it. I don't think InVaZiOnAzN's at a total loss here.
There's definitely a lot of room for him to cheese out Corjam.
Yep, I feel like if he thinks about the cheese, he might have at least a round or two.
Just hold V skill 2. Just hold it. Just hold it.
Hey, look at
for
that!
all 90 frames. Hey, there we go.
Dash cancels. He's already better than most silver Zangiefs. And he's just come on, InVaZiOnAzN.
Oh,
wow! Catching him at the dash hit.
Nice reversal SP.
He has no fear. He's gonna use that command throw and block strings and Oki. Oh man,
Corjam testing the waters.
Invasion. Man, he's getting a little too impatient there.
Yeah, Corjam just kind of testing the waters there.
Round two. Fight.
It's really phenomenal how much you really have to beat it into new players. That there are characters who can just sit there and pressure you. You can't just press buttons.
Everyone just wants to do their cool thing, and whenever they are told that they can't do their cool thing, they get upset.
Yeah.
And they'll mash anyway.
Oh man, and that's gonna be a combo.
That probably could have been CA, but I'll take the EXSPD. We'll take this one too.
Here comes the throw.
Ah! Oh, okay.
My gosh.
Jump
Throw? Away from...
Activate. Oh, if he held it up.
Just let it ride. He would have had it if he just kept holding. Oh no. Invasion, come on, you're the underdog. Maybe Corey will drop it. Maybe we'll do something cool.
Oh.
No.
Dang.
Well, we'll get to see him more in loser's bracket.
He really could have had it though.
Eye on you, Invasion.
Those first 2 times that he did V-Trigger 1, if he just held it both times, Corey wasn't blocking.
He didn't even need to do the EXSPD most likely. He probably could have just dashed forward and lariated.
Right.
Walk forward, heavy punch. Oh man, interesting set regardless.
So close. Let's see. Corjam's also the TO, so it's gonna probably be a while before we figure out who's next. Oh, actually, we're gonna InVaZiOnAzN's gonna stay in the. Okay, I almost thought he left.
We get to see our boy again.
Yep, we get to see him again. He'll be fighting against RoyalxFlame, who is a new Street Fighter V player from Akron.
Oh, this could be interesting.
Maybe not Akron, but the University of Akron. I don't know how, but we just keep finding more like fighting game players. They don't come to fighting game club, but we just find them.
I wish that were the way. I'm actually I tell people my region's Cincy, but I'm actually from Northern Kentucky. And I'll tell you one thing, Northern Kentucky's got cornfields and tractors, and they do not have fighting game players. I have looked. All right, let's send these guys up here. I got a feeling this could be an interesting set. One of my favorite things is watching those like Adventures in Bronze series in games. Just seeing players do the wackiest stuff. Like, hey, I used to try that.
The Bronze days, good times.
I wonder if RoyalxFlame is going to use, if he is playing Cody, I wonder if he'll use the V skill often. That's something I don't see a lot of Cody players use in low ranks. Oh, V skill too, never mind. And InVaZiOnAzN with the Dhalsim.
Oh wait, what? my man played like two
this could be really
extremes of
interesting
characters.
with Cody V skill too, actually.
Actually, yeah, because then you can sway the limbs.
Oh, that would be nasty. It is. Hopefully, RoyalxFlame is a secret god.
Fight.
Maybe not a true god, but oh god.
Oh no, maybe
no.
a secret lag switcher. Oh,
He is a new player, so he might not know the play on Wired yet.
oh, it looks like it's clearing up a bit.
Yeah.
InVaZiOnAzN with actually pretty solid Dhalsim zoning and doing dive kicks, which most new Dhalsims can't do.
Yep. I feel like as a Dhalsim player, it's probably easy to rise up through the lower ranks just because a lot of new players tend to be extremely impatient, and Dhalsim kind of capitalizes on that.
Just sit there and slap that standing heavy kick. Oh, instant teleports as well.
Oh man, it acts like he plays the game. Alright, so RoyalxFlame fishing for that target combo quite a bit. Goes for the side switch, gets teched.
Both of these players definitely playing at a level beyond what their ranks suggest, because most Codys there would have just let that light punch target combo ride and then go -12. And RoyalxFlame making me eat my words.
You see, the thing is, like, despite the fact that I feel like a lot of Dhalsims could kind of prosper in the lower ranks, I can't imagine how many players actually gravitate towards Sim and the the rookie to gold ranges.
Definitely not a lot. Whenever I played a Dhalsim on my way to gold, I oh wow.
Wake up CA? No. Oh, he blocked.
Plus,
No punish.
anytime I see a Dhalsim, it's usually a player obviously better than the rank they're at.
Yeah. To punish on the swing.
Not sure how minus that is, but minus enough. Hardly ever see Cody's just use the pipe right in your face.
Unless they're really feeling themselves.
Yeah. Going for something truly incredible. Does it have some sort of property when fully charged on block? Leave you plus or anything like that?
The swing?
Yeah. Because you can charge it, right?
You can charge his Zonk knuckle, not the pipe.
Not the pipe. Maybe that's just a. I'm probably confusing him with Abigail then. Because then you can charge the V trigger to reflect projectiles. V trigger 1 back heavy punch. Oh, he's learning.
Yep, he's learning. He's starting to get there. Starting to realize that he can jab punish the teleport. She's just doing it a little bit too late. And again, you can.
Raw V trigger activation. Okay.
Okay. Hits him with the raw swing.
Really feeling himself.
Aw.
Also freaks me out in this game.
Yeah, that's just the way he is.
I like the mummy costume because I don't have to watch a dude contort himself in painful positions.
I feel like Dhalsim should have an Anakera's costume, and I'm surprised he doesn't.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters that that should have Darkstalkers costumes that don't.
And also some characters that have too many. I'm looking at Humanot.
Yep. Yep. But like an obvious example was like John Talbane Blanca, you know?
Yes, I've seen mods for that, and it looks pretty dope.
It could look really cool. I mean, he's hunched over just like John Talbane. It'd be better than Nergigante.
Ah! Oh, okay.
Oh man. Yeah, he's just got to learn to watch his toes and jab punish those instant air teleports.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he knows that he can V-trigger swing back the EX Fireball, because that can make things really interesting.
Yeah, I was thinking that was the reason he was raw V-trigger activating, but he never did it.
It's go time.
A lot of like problems I'm seeing are just related to timing, but those things will get better in time.
If you're listening, RoyalxFlame, send me a DM, man. I'll play some sets with you.
Alright, so I'm just gonna pull up the bracket real quick while I try to figure out what our next map is going to be.
It is what it is.
Apparently Invasion's staying here and he's fighting.
Playing again!
Apparently he's fighting Marcus.
Oh,
so,
he's a legend!
So he's gonna be fighting Mr. Green Ranger. Corey, why are you doing this?
Oh, this could be the most... This could be the world's greatest tragedy of all time that we are about to witness.
Greatest tragedy. Let me look at... Where is this in bracket right now?
I don't even know. We've been...
So Invasion could hypothetically make top 8, which would be cool.
Look at Street Fighter V Tournament. He just said, too bad I can't listen to the stream to see what they were saying about my character choices. He's got to read on people in game and on stream.
A man far and above, ahead of his rank, but can he handle the online monster that is Green Ranger?
Go back here.
This is the ever-eternal question.
Oh, this is going to be really strange. Green Ranger jumps a lot, so I feel like he's just gonna... If he picks... If Invasion Agent picks Zangief, I feel like he'll just innately avoid command grabs, just because of how much he likes to stay in the air, even with the wall dives and wall kicks and just normal jump-ins, you know, demon flips, things like that.
As we often say in the Northeast Ohio FGC, the real test of yourself as a tournament player is if you're able to beat Green Ranger in bracket. So, we're gonna see if this silver Zangief / Sim player is a potential threat.
Threatens all of the Ohio FGC. Ed! Okay.
You know what? I think whenever I looked at his profile earlier, he did have Ed as his favorite character, so this doesn't surprise me too much.
This could be the main. Wonder if we're going to see some crouching medium kick into Psycho Upper confirms.
Only showing us a fraction of his power.
Well,
I'm only using 10% of my power.
I'm shaking here.
Let's party! Round 1.
So, let's see what these two got. Crouching medium kick confirmed, or buffer at...
definitely respecting him.
Goes for Bushin Flip Oki again. Okay. So Invasion finally with the check on some of Green's pressure. Doesn't do too much afterwards to follow it up though. This sort of roundhouse tries to dash in, gets punished.
Damn you!
Well, that respect that I saw dissolved very quickly. Oh, no Psycho Riser.
Okay, nice crouching jab check. Has to go for the raw V skill, which is a very risky option. If you were trying to go for the anti-air one, I could kind of see it, but at the same time, that option's not what you're going to want to use as an anti-air.
EX Psycho Upper, the staple of every Ed.
Yep.
Nice tech. I probably would have been thrown there.
Yep. Tries to go for fireball in his face, gets snuffed out. V-skill into V-trigger 2.
Damage.
Goes into the slide. Nice tech.
Wow. Probably would have been thrown there as well.
And gets hit by the
The interesting
cross
thing
up.
about watching these players that are newer or less experienced is that they go for these options that don't make sense, and when they're playing against higher level players, the higher level players will go for the options that don't make sense because they're expecting you to think it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So you'll end up doing things like techs in the middle of block strings where they've been plus the entire time.
Round one. Fight.
I did that in Unis
them with
once and it
the,
works.
Oh, he's actually anti-airing now.
Now we got anti-airs with a stand medium kick. And with
And a
Psycho Rising.
Riser.
Alright, first game's data.
Yeah, he's got him downloaded. The USB's in him. Oh! He blocks the random DP?
Okay, respect the cross up. Ranger with the punish. Puts onto on the fireball into V-trigger. Follows up with EXDP. Boosh and flip Oki.
Blocks the flip.
This is a stun? No, not quite. Oh, but
yeah,
the jump to bait the
that was
EXDP. Built meter.
An Ed with a bar and high stun and low health. Just gotta expect it.
The man's got a stick of butter and a dream.
Hard read. That did not prosper.
That was a late buffer. Jesus. Why's that button so good?
Oh.
Cross cycle upper.
Okay, Psycho Rising.
Push tech.
Whoa!
Kick throw attempt. Breaks the tension with the Psycho Rising.
Catching his jumps.
I do like he's playing a little bit more patient now. But V-Trigger 2 is an option that you really gotta worry about. It gives young Zeku a tool that he wouldn't normally have. A really good anti-air.
And there's the Silver Ed frame trap. Fully charged heavy punch. I'm minus. I better use an invincible move.
Yep.
That's all she wrote.
That is all she wrote. And thus ends the run of Mr. InVaZiOnAzN.
Mr. InVaZiOnAzN's legendary losers run comes to an end here. But next, looks like we get to see more Corey.
No, I think it's just them reporting their match. So next up, we're gonna have
again.
Theahhh versus RyanVile.
3 H's.
So Theahhh is from your area, right?
I have no idea. I've never seen this player at these events before.
Okay, let's see. I could double check that in just a moment.
Unless it's somebody that doesn't compete often.
Have in my notes that Theahhh is from Cincy. I could be wrong though. That is very much a thing that could be subject to change.
Honda player. I only know one Honda player, and he's not Theahhh. It's snowing. RyanVile says.
Beautiful.
I'll just take a shower. Okay. Always love the entertaining can chat.
Thank you, Ryan, for informing us that it's snowing in late spring.
Let's do this.
Which reminds me, I think it did snow like some like random like month ago in quarantine.
It did. I remember that. It was very light, but it was almost like a, hey, just in case you forgot, you live in the strangest weather area on the planet.
Well, I only live there like whenever I'm at school. I'm just sitting at home in my home state of PA, and then I look over and in the Out Here Discord, and they're like, "Why is it snowing?" And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, we get some strange stuff happening during certain seasons. I wonder how this is gonna go.
Round one. Fight.
As far as I know, Lori doesn't really have a very good option for the sumo jump, or whatever that move is called.
Yeah, most characters tend to have like a bit of an issue trying to punish Sumo Smash.
Sumo smash. There we go.
It's minus, and it lands him at like very awkward positions. The EX1's plus. Thank you, Headache.
Chancho jump. That's what I've. That's what he's referring to how I used to call it. Chancho jump and blazing sun.
Ooh, okay, nice difference there. Whoa. Okay.
Oh, well, round 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Round 3. Please don't do this again.
We're seeing a lot of anti-airs here.
A lot of hands being tossed out. Checks the dash for the throw. We take those.
You would think that both players would stop jumping by now.
You know, I like to think.
Oh!
Oh wow, that's actually gonna. Okay.
That's gonna do a good amount.
On the C8, deleting a decent chunk of Lori's life bar for trying to do an EX command grab. Oh, missed attack on the Sumo Smash.
Punish.
And a very nice whip punish.
Wow. That was
Honda wins.
that was some scary Honda play.
Dang.
What a
Double
interesting
KO.
bracket we have going today.
Raw CA to punish command grabs.
Round one.
The type of play that you can only expect at Dragon Punch.
Absolutely.
I need to get it in like a cursive text that I can just like overlay over the clips whenever I post them. It's like cursive writing animated saying only a Dragon Punch.
Only a Dragon Punch. And now Shaolin Pretzels presents Midwest Moments.
Midwest Moments.
Man, I don't think either have gotten a jump in yet. I think both have anti-aired each other each time, except for save for the Sumo Smash. Okay,
Ryan tried to go on the effect.
Rose through it.
That was glorious.
I feel like Ryan's getting a little bit too impatient here.
Definitely a lot of impatience on that end. Yeah, you definitely don't want to try to anti-air that. It trades more often than not.
Yeah, Ryan did come out favorable in the trade, but at the same time, it gave the out like a very big like amount of offensive momentum. He's not falling for any of the mix-ups though.
Yep, commentator's curse.
Here's in there. Crush. Gets hit by the overhead.
Oh my gosh, no way. Oh,
CA to punish another throw. My man has been sent to the loser's bracket.
it was plus. Oh jeez, he just full sent it.
Honda wins.
Oh man, who is this Honda?
Who is this man? There's so many not like this in the chat.
Not like this.
Oh, rip.
Fat man clap. I can't unhear Chancho jump.
I don't have any words for that.
Blazing sun.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and re-invite Johnny Fappleseed up next because he'll be fighting against Mr. Corjam up next. I believe this is winners. I think this is winner's side of top 8.
Yep.
Snow White. Oh, no, we got back over there. Let's see. So winner's side, top 8, round 3. So the winner of this match will end up going off into winners finals, which has the
And the loser gets to play the Mr. Headache.
the Mr. Headache.
The Mr. Headache. There isn't a "the" in there for nothing.
There's only one.
You know, a lot of people don't know this, but he's actually Mr. Headache because he's a teacher, like a professional teacher with a degree.
Ah.
It's actually funny because he if he's a teacher, then how come I'm still bad? I hope he's listening.
Probably is.
All right, we get to see more Gil.
Mr. Headache in chat, because you don't listen.
So Laura versus Urien is definitely a more common matchup in professional games.
Yep. So this is a player matchup that Corey's fairly familiar with. In his time, whenever he was going to Columbus on a weekly basis to compete in Street Fighter League, he would also compete in the Beatdown series. So these two have played a considerable number of times.
Yeah, I imagine he probably has a lot of knowledge because Urien, quite frankly, is almost as much of a problem character for people as much. Oh, he just let him charge it! But he's almost as much of a problem character as Akuma is for most people.
Yeah.
I know it's a matchup with I've Lab because you can only get hit with so many safe normals before you go into the lab.
Oh, Corjam getting. Oh, he could have killed with an EX tackle.
Definitely. Probably wasn't confident he had the charge, maybe?
Probably not.
Wow, pressing a button after he's plus after that EX chariot tackle, right?
Round 2. Fight.
If I remember correctly. Ooh, I would have get hit by that mix up.
Yep.
Jab into command grab. And another command grab. Okay.
Yep. That's dead.
Oh man, I always underestimate how much damage that does.
Lara wins.
Pretty clean round from Corey, but we've seen this Urien adapt before, so Johnny Fappleseed might not be out just yet.
Yep, going straight back into it.
And walk up throw, trying to get that conditioning going. Oh. Oh wow, that was an interesting but kind of smart option because it made him immune to the command grab.
Yep. His first headbutt got crush countered, so what is he gonna do? Do another headbutt. He's getting crush countered a lot here.
A lot of crush counters going on for sure.
Corjam.
It's Yoki.
I'm really not a fan of Fappleseed just not going for any quicker back rise. Then you're just giving Corjam this free Oki.
Round 2.
Yeah, definitely. You should definitely do some more delayed rises. Wow, surprised that actually worked.
Got a crush counter fierce. Gets him into the corner. Oki set up. What's he gonna do? Delay rise. Gets hit by the crouch line kick. Signature Corjam pressure, but Fappleseed busts out with the EX headbutt.
Into the V trigger 2. Wonder if he's gonna let him fully charge it again. Another EX headbutt.
Fappleseed manages to get Corjam in the corner. Oh wow!
Oh, mistimed it. I think he would have had the if he would have timed that right, he actually probably could have armored through the jump in.
Yeah, probably, and gets clipped by the overhead. Real quick 2-0 on the side of Mr. Corjam.
Fappleseed isn't out just yet. He's got to get through the Mr. Headache.
The Mr. Headache. All right, let's check.
The one and only.
Let's check the bracket real quick. So we got Corjam and the in winners finals. We're gonna probably hold off on that for just a little bit, and we're gonna move on to the losers bracket, where we have Johnny Fappleseed versus the Mr. Headache, RyanVile versus Green Ranger, and I would assume that we're probably gonna run Fappleseed Headache because Green Ranger left the lobby a moment ago.
Sounds about right. Definitely sounds like the play.
Yep. So Headache's gonna be it.
Now this should be a matchup that Headache is definitely a little more familiar with. Once again, because this character is a problem character for a lot of people. I mean, you can only sit for so long on the top of everyone's tier list before people start trying to figure out the character.
Right.
Where, I mean, Urien, I don't think I've heard a single person ever say Urien was lower than top 5. And most people I've heard say he's at least top 3, and some even argue he's number 1.
Number 1 is a little bit of a stretch. I could see top 3 at the most.
Yep.
Especially in this online era that we are currently living in.
Yeah. I definitely think that in my opinion, Akuma's number 1 in the game. There's just way too many tools.
I think it's pretty arguable that you're gonna either say like Kuma or Rashid are probably top character in the game, but we're not seeing those characters right now. We're seeing questionable top tier versus questionable Kage.
We're seeing Urien versus the most Twilight Zone character in all of Street Fighter.
So again, we're seeing a lot of jumps on the side of Headache. Urien, definitely a character you do not want to do that against. Crouching heavy punch is too good.
Definitely doesn't want to get hit by the delayed crouching heavy punch from Urien, which will happen if he does it Fappleseed enough. Ooh.
Tries to jump the V trigger, gets clipped. Nice jab to interrupt the headbutt.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
If he would have reacted, he might have been able to get a punish there. Just using an invincible move to get out, and using his own invincible move to get out of the plus scenario.
So now the threat of EX headbutt's on the table. Goes for the EX tackle.
No longer. Oh, and that's gonna be game.
Wow.
Blue meter there. Definitely a very meter-hungry player, Headache is.
Headache's probably one of the more aggressive Shoto specialists that I've seen in our region.
I mean, look at that. They're just throwing out a forward heavy punch.
He goes for the EX overhead stomp.
Okay.
Not really a fan of him backing up too much or putting himself in the corner right now.
And another one of those random EXDPs.
That's a very decent crush counter punish.
Target combo.
Looks overhead into V trigger 2. Wait to see what he's gonna do.
Oh,
gets clipped by the.
And he's actually gonna be able to get his stun meter off of him.
Headbutt whips.
Oh no!
Gets punished by the V skill 2 yet again.
We're seeing one of those fantastic Headache comebacks, and we are.
Oh.
There's something. Whenever people struggle against playing against Mr. Headache, I always say one thing: if Kage's orange, block high.
Yes.
He has no orange moves that go low. And that is the reason why I will often punish Headache's overheads, because he is very ambiguous with them for the most part, so you have to generally react. Oh, and whiffing that, or rather getting that Tatsu blocked. Kage's Tatsu being a Tatsu you definitely don't want blocked.
Both players playing fairly safe.
Ooh, managed to sneak in that 2-hit fireball. Throws him, says, "Get off of me." And he's +3, and he presses a button. Goes for more meter. I really don't agree with that. The scaling was probably pretty bad there, but he ends up getting... Oh,
drop to confirm. Activate.
But blocks the target combo that time.
Doesn't hit with the teleport mix-up this time. But
Oh
hits
man,
with
everyone's
the
trying to anti-air that.
Jeez.
They're either trying to anti-air or backdash it. It will catch either one.
Alright, so Headache on pace to take this match.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good thing from Johnny F. Fappleseed there. That's actually, I believe that's -2. The dive kick when it hits your shoulder.
That was a very demean drop. A crush counter sweep, which you can convert off.
Yep.
Ooh, whiff punch to throw with the neutral jump, but loses a confirm.
Again, but makes it safe with the V trigger. They pressing too many buttons. And Fappleseed's gonna get this corner carry and the damage with the extra tackle, but he's minus here. He tries to jump and he's gonna get hit with the V trigger. He actually had enough for it again. And all Brandon needs here is a confirm into critical art, and he gets hit with the air to air.
Yeah.
Fortunate. But he's going into round 3 with full meter.
I'm guessing Headache is really just trying to bait a potential EX headbutt on the side of Fappleseed, but Fappleseed hasn't really been prone to do many EX reversals. And as soon as I say that, he does one.
Oh, the commentator's curse. And he actually he misses the cross up and manages to get the crouching medium punch confirmed. Oh, and more of that more of the overhead, but he misses his opportunity to stun and misses the cross up.
Gets clipped by the last hit of the overhead, but Fappleseed doesn't convert. Oh, that could have been a big punch on the crush. The punch is the second EX headbutt.
But he doesn't have meter. Oh, and he goes for the EX overhead. That wasn't even a combo, but he takes it regardless. Guess that made it all the more ambiguous, huh?
Mr. Headache taking it 2-0 over Columbus's own
Told you, this man, he's got the losers runs.
Okay, I really don't even need to look at the bracket too much, because up next we have Mr. Green Ranger versus RyanVile. If only he knew that he could actually reuse his invites. I think looking over the bracket, these two haven't fought, so this should be interesting. The way how RyanVile lost against the makes you think that he's probably not ready for a similar, if not more Unga style of play.
Yep.
That Green Ranger will probably give him.
Definitely. It's going to take a lot of mental strain to have to go through something like that again.
Head to the back of the queue, and these two can get started.
RyanVile again, entertaining the stream with the canned chat and Street Fighter.
Every game has to have in-game chat options.
Let's do this.
Surprisingly enough, no Akuma this tournament. But I guess that's because I'm here.
I'm just gonna answer a real quick question that's going on in the chat. I'm seeing a couple of questions being asked. So to Mr. Sir Tails, the Water Elemental, in the chat, every player is not locked into the character that they chose at the start of the match. What they can do is that if they lose the first game of the first to 3. Or first to 2, depending on where you are in the bracket. If you lose a game, you're allowed to switch your character. That's basically what it comes down to.
If you think you can keep up.
We haven't seen it like any like big character switches like
You
mid-set.
hardly ever see it at all at Dragon Punch. Most people are just trying to learn their characters.
Yeah.
Ooh, I wonder if that was a missed input or some kind of negative edge for the anti-air throw. RyanVile definitely not as shaken as we thought. But I might eat my words here.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Allows him to get the fully charged fireball off. But just kind of Bushido flips over it.
Okay, so this could be... okay, never mind.
I was going to say the same thing. I wanted to say, and here's a plus scenario for Laura, but I held my tongue.
The Green Ranger doing a very good job at just keeping RyanVile out, using the grams to negate some of the hits of the...
Green Ranger playing a lot more composed than we've been seeing in this tournament.
Nice anti-air from Ryan. You see, it's not...
anti-air the Bushido flip.
Okay. Nice punish on the overhead.
Green Ranger fighting desperately to get out of the corner, but RyanVile just keeps inching him right back into it.
Ooh.
He's not letting him. Oh, and he's gonna
whiff.
actually whiff because he hit him first. Got the air reset, so the V trigger whiffed.
And the trade. RyanVile taking round 2.
Final round.
Kept him in that corner, but RyanVile ended up winning in the corner anyway.
Ryan testing the waters, going for the crush counter sweep. Noticing this man's not...
Plus sweep.
Dashing all up in this man's face.
Yeah, neither player is really respecting the other.
That's gonna hit. I'm upset that that's gonna hit.
That, oh, my heart.
RyanVile still has the life lead.
That's more of a mental blow than a life lead blow.
Yeah.
Oh man, doesn't get the conversion off the jump in.
Nice tech. Ryan getting the activation.
We're gonna watch Ryan zap here.
Oh no. Oh no.
Keeps hitting him with those air to airs.
Oh
and
no.
Gets the sweep. No.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Zeku
You hate to see it happen.
You hate to see it. The Green Ranger up the first game. Guys.
RyanVile's really gotta pull together the composure.
Guys,
playing these wacky players.
I swear to God, if you let Marcus get top 4 again.
Don't worry, there's a man in this bracket that gets headaches often.
Boo.
Back throw, pushing him towards the corner. And another anti-air on the Bushido flip. Which makes sense, Green Ranger hasn't really been punished for those Bushido flips too often in this tournament.
Yep.
Oh, the crush counter.
Yeah.
RyanVile gets his own corner carry. The reversal. Oh, another crush counter. Oh, and the Oki into the jump in anti-air, and there it is. Or jump in air to air.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, he just ran up into it. Oh, that was potentially a lot of damage. I mean, it was regardless.
Get to the crouching fears.
Checking those conversions with the crouching move.
More crouching fears. That's a punish. That works.
Oh, gets the card combo into the critical art.
Green Ranger regaining the life lead just narrowly. Goes in, tries to get a throw. RyanVile with the read with the jump. No conversion off the V-trigger activation, no.
Anti-air. Oh, that's a dangerous fireball right there.
Oh, Ryan's getting too antsy.
Bit too impatient. Should have just rode with the fireball.
Final round.
It's natural pressure when you just walk with it. Expecting a, oh, no, I was expecting Green Ranger to wall flip out of there. RyanVile definitely just trying to get those withstanding heavy kick crush counters and neutral, and it's working for the most part.
Yep.
I don't think he's been whiff punished from yet. Oh, okay. We're gonna see some resets. Oh, nope.
Oh wow, that jab interruption was actually kind of good. Marcus has CA on deck, and he's gonna get. Okay,
yes!
Thank God you blocked. I almost thought you were gonna get hit. Jesus, Ryan.
I saw Laura crouching, and I was like, "Is that a move? Please
Is that
tell
a
me
button?
That's not a move."
Ryan, please.
All right, so we're actually getting a pretty close set here.
Whew.
Heart's racing. These guys are stressing me out.
Round 1. Fight.
Both these players vying to become the next Dragon Punch champion. But Ryan must learn, as every Northeast Ohio player must learn, you must beat this man to stand a chance.
The Shenglong of the Midwest.
Yes. I did not know that it actually comboed.
That was surprising to me as well. More Bushido flips. And there's some more of that Green Ranger putting himself in the corner to get that mix up.
I mean, so far it's working out for him. He's got the stun on this RyanVile.
It's unfortunate that was the moment where RyanVile didn't anti-air the Bushido flip.
Yeah. So we're on match point for Mr. Green Ranger.
RyanVile could not easily take this, but could take this if he just gains his composure.
Yep.
See a lot of impatience.
A lot of impatience, a lot of drop combos.
A lot of pressure that RyanVile has that I don't think he realizes he does have. Like fully charging that fireball from certain distances.
Okay, so don't get antsy, because he does have CA on deck.
Oh!
Okay, thank God.
But he's gonna... Oh, he drops the combo. Well, he might get stunned here, maybe?
The stun's so high,
he
doesn't get the anti-air.
Oh, misses the air-to-air, and he's gonna get big damage.
V-skill into V-trigger.
The
All the resources into side switch, into forward throw, not quite stunned. This is Ryan's last life.
Makes the overhead safe. Oh,
Jab interruption, the tech.
oh, here comes the reset scenario.
Oh, the forward throw.
Oh, no.
Green Ranger takes it.
Green Ranger proceeds in the bracket.
Eliminating RyanVile 2-1.
It's all up to the Mr. Headache,
Who
is
OD?
who is playing just as wacky as Green Ranger today. So let's see whose wackiness will outdo the other.
Okay, so looking at the bracket, where are we in terms of everything else? Okay, so we're not quite at any of the points where we have to switch it over to versus 3, unless we're running winners fight. Okay, we are gonna run winners finals on stream, which is going to be a first to 3. So let's make sure we change the last settings. We're gonna have Corjam versus Theahhh.
First to 3. Got it.
All right, so that's taken care of, and I'm just gonna go ahead and invite Theahhh. And we're good to go. And then we could just we can just leave it like this. The losers, Sammy's people will know whenever it's first to 3 or not.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, so Theahhh and Corjam. Anda versus Laura.
This is the second time we've seen this.
God dang it, I can't kick him.
Hold on, let me get him out of here. All right, there we go.
So, to my knowledge, I don't believe the A has any other characters besides Honda. I think Honda does fairly decent in this matchup. It's not like he really needs a better character in his toolset to deal with Laura, but we'll see how it goes. The diamond rank on Corjam's current account is misleading. This man is a grandmaster in diamond's clothing.
I'd agree with that. For sure. I never know what to expect in this matchup, even though I just saw it.
We see this matchup a lot. No one ever knows what it's about.
Sometimes I feel like Hondas are just using their specials, man.
They'll just do things, and sometimes it works.
Yeah.
But let's see if Corjam can make up for where Ryan failed.
Ooh, gets the Chancho jump.
Corjam doing a really good job of commanding control of the screen space, slowly walking the into the corner, puts himself into the corner, doesn't really matter, gets the command grab.
Definitely giving the a lot of respect, which is winning him this round pretty cleanly, until I started saying that.
Deck done racked up pretty high, Corjam's end. Gonna let it run down just a little bit.
Move up the pressure.
Activation station into reset, overhead whiffs.
Oh no! Okay.
Very solid punish. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh man, that would have done it.
If you would have just pressed V trigger again, press it again, and cancel that into the CA, could have taken the round.
We've seen people get clipped in Dragon Punch by fully charged Honda V trigger, but that time it did not quite work out.
And this is definitely a character that, though very unpopular in the more like higher level realms of Street Fighter, he can come away with a couple of wins.
Oh, he's a blast to play for sure. I think a lot of the Honda loyalists are the scariest ones. They're the scariest players to meet in bracket. Honestly, any loyalist is. Oh, he's gonna punish with a critical.
No.
Oh, it's too slow.
It's way too slow.
That's unfortunate.
Alright, so Corjam taking the first game and
confirmed it
winners.
into something. Or confirmed something into the critical art. Punish.
Ohio supers are not with punishes.
Yeah. Not everyone can be, I guess, Nash. Nash is a fast critical art, right?
Yeah.
Fight.
Ooh, just keeping that light pressure up. Keeping him in that, compressing that button, make him scared. Oh, gets the anti-air! It's a very difficult timing.
Gets the crush after the overhead, goes in for his offensive sequence. Not a lot of stun.
Oh, gets the crush counter. And thrown out of the pressure. And another command grab. Or rather, a command grab.
Throw him! Oh.
Lots of gray life. He's gonna charge that. Oh!
I didn't think that was... I didn't think that was projectile.
Projectiles. Actually, Ultimate Vitality, a Honda went right through his super in one of the Dragon Punches with that V trigger.
Oh. I think it's just that the projectile properties on some CAs are just a little bit weird.
Definitely.
Nice anti-air. Stand fierce.
Manages to punish it.
Very nice offensive sequence from Mr. Corjam. Going in with another EX command grab. That's gonna get the stun. Charges things up.
And that's the game. Theahh's got one more game to figure it out.
See if he can turn things around.
He's got another character. Now's the time to use it.
Does he have a Geef?
That'd be interesting. That'd be the big brain play. He watches the silver Geef give Corey trouble on stream, switches to Geef.
Round 1.
Oh,
No Geef.
sadly no Geef.
But dash up command grab.
I mean, sometimes it works. Dash one more time. Probably would have worked.
Just throwing out a bunch of buttons. No whip punish from Corey.
It's almost like whenever a Honda player is just like pressing buttons, they're trying to like buffer into hands, or they're just trying to just do raw hands and just hope for the best.
Or trying to bait out the fact that they're charging or something like that. Man, I wonder what these neutral jump normals are all about from Theahhh.
That's a
Oh,
hit.
that's gonna hit.
That's a hit. Alright, so Corjam on set point for winners finals. Theahhh got a long way to go to turn this around.
Corjam looks like he's packing this up and taking it home.
He's in a very comfortable position right now.
Yep.
Gets a crush, dashes up, command grab.
But I mean, to say that the people haven't thrown away wins because they're in that comfortable spot is a thing, but not today.
Not today. Is he gonna style with the CA?
Oh,
of course.
The critical art.
Alright, congrats to Mr. Corjam. Blah, 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 blah. We don't need to see this one screen. Moving on. Let me check the bracket.
Yeah. Let's skip it.
Laura wins.
So, looking at the bracket, we have the Mr. Headache and Green Ranger in losers semis. Because that's the only match that we can run right now. So let's go ahead and get those two in here.
Mr. Headache in here. The one and only.
Now I don't believe that are these two already in here?
Headache is.
Oh, okay.
He was sitting at that invite screen.
My man wanted to play.
He's antsy. He's feeling himself today. Yes. Just a supple yes.
Beautiful. So now we're just waiting on Mr. Green Ranger, whom I guess I'll invite again. About to send my
Closing
man.
his game or something.
About to send this man the invite, man. He's been so prompt to show up, and I thought maybe this time I don't have to.
There's method to my madness. You know, Headache, after the EXDPs we've seen today, and somehow you're still in the tournament, there must be a method. He's got something figured out that we don't.
Okay, so without a doubt, we are going to be seeing Kage versus Zeku. This is
Zeku readies up. Don't ruin the thing. Oh.
So as a reminder to everyone, this is loser semis, so this is a first to two.
Yep. I hope they know that.
Headache will at the very least know that.
Let's do this.
Wait a minute. Let me check the bracket again. How did you guys let Green Ranger get top 4 again?
Oh, it slipped right under our noses. Who let him in?
God dang it.
Who let him into top 4? Well, don't worry. He'll be denied top 3 in this game. I'm calling it.
Oh God, Ryan, I blame you.
Yeah, he is to blame. That is without a doubt.
Round 1. Fight.
I can tell that the Sith of Ohio will not be pleased.
Oh, more jump-ins from both players. I wonder if we're going to see more of those cheeky cross-cut DPs from Mr. Headache. Got a feeling it's something he's been practicing, because that is new to me.
Keep it activate. All right. Back throw. You never see it coming. You never see it coming.
He really does just go for that raw V skill.
You never see that coming.
Except when you do. So we're in round 2 here. Green Ranger pulling away a pretty decent victory. Headache realizing that he can just do that if Green Ranger walks away.
Yeah.
Kage's red fireball actually being one of the faster fireballs, or one of the faster red fireballs. The light red fireball has similar frame data to Ken's fireball. It's a bit slower, but it definitely can be made into a DP trap.
Right.
Only the light one.
So chaos control DP. That's for the low.
Oh, makes the Tatsu safe. I feel like if he would have teleported into Green Ranger, he actually could have gotten a follow-up. And going into critical art, both players no meter.
Yep, it's gonna spend it. Both players are trying to kill each other as quickly as feasibly possible. Green Ranger with the side switch and putting himself in the corner.
Oh,
But he gets the side switch again.
Oh, no meter, actually.
Brandon Bliss.
Oh.
No!
Oh, medium DP. That's all you needed to do.
No!
Zeku wins.
Oh man, it's invincible in the upper body. He can do this. We have faith, right?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Green Ranger will not make top 3.
Round 1.
I mean, he's done it before. I'm not saying that he can't do it. I'll just be upset at the players who lost to him.
I think Headache hasn't been doing this match that he normally does do is jumping air fireballs to bait DPs. Now, Green Ranger, don't get me wrong, hasn't been using his DP and literally can't when he's young Zeku. But I'm surprised to see that kind of retreat. What's that?
Does Headache usually do that though? I haven't seen him do that in like a decent while since I've seen him play.
Well, I know that the last time he 2-0'd Mustafali in Dragon Punch, it was simply because of the air fireball. Mustafali's kept trying to go for medium punch DPs, and Headache kept getting the forward heavy punch Dragon combo, which was a crush counter, and Kuma having a very low stun, not a good thing.
What's also not a good thing was Headache not doing well at dealing with those options. The air-to-airs and such.
Oh man, he's just full sending that jumping heavy kick. Oh, and gets the confirm with the crouching medium punch though, and getting an optimal combo into the corner and some Oki. He's gonna take a lot of damage here, and here comes another setup, but he's gonna do a critical art and he's gonna block it. He's been watching the stream.
Oh my god.
He's got him.
SF5. SF5 please.
Oh, he doesn't go for the Oki setup. He actually goes for the meter burn, but he gets it regardless. Green Ranger probably had his mental destroyed after that first string of mix-ups.
SF5, what the hell? So for some reason, the game halted spectating for me.
Oh.
Like midway through, I've never seen that happen. I was like, okay, well I lost connection. That's fine. That's fine. I can live with that.
Lobby?
I'm recatching up now.
Oh, I'll try to. Headache gets a V skill, raw V skill, classic. Puts him in a plus scenario. Over the Oki, he goes for a dash up throw. Gets his Tatsu blocked, but manages to teleport out. Green Ranger gets an anti-air V trigger and pushes Headache into the corner. And Green Ranger takes the third round and the set.
Dang, we caught up right at the end. Right at the very end.
Zeku wins.
The Green Ranger is going to take it 2-0 over Mr. Headache. Guys, what the hell? right, y'all are done.
Green Ranger in top 3.
Wrap it up, tie a bow on it, and send it off to Alaska or something. I don't know.
It's go time.
Green Ranger unstoppable. Okay. I think we have. Next up is gonna be Green Ranger versus
None of
the
that. None of that Green Ranger unstoppable. He's perfectly stoppable. Somebody stop him.
Is Kessin in the chat? Kessin's on the chat. Okay, good. Kessin's on the chat. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and invite the we're gonna go ahead into losers finals. This is first to 3.
Yep. This is the big boys.
Big boys.
Tell you what, this whole bracket has been like a fever dream.
Yeah. Conveniently, every bracket where Marcus gets the top 4 is a fever dream.
It's having some. I don't think I've ever seen a double KO before in Street Fighter V outside of casuals.
Have you seen a draw game? Because believe me, that happens too. I had that happen to me on ranked a couple days ago. And the thing that sucks about getting it on ranked is that you lose points. Like both sides lose points.
That's silly. They should give you guys like double points just for the wackiness.
Yeah. All right, so those two are matched up. So we're just gonna go to the back of the queue, and we're gonna get started with losers finals.
Yep.
Of Dragon Punch 13. All right, guys. First of 3. You guys know what's up.
Hopefully they know what's up. Any second now.
Y'all can start.
Whenever you're ready.
Green Ranger's brothers in the chat like, don't let this happen. I'll never hear the end of it. Still waiting. Are you ready? Okay. Thank you in game chat.
A blessing.
Alright, so without any further delay, we're gonna move on to losers finals of Dragon Punch 13. Green Ranger versus Theahhh, Zeku versus Honda. You see, a part of me feels bad rooting against Marcus. A part of me does. But then at the same time, I'm watching these sets, and I'm seeing how these players are losing, and I'm like, why?
It's not like he's playing poorly. I feel like there's like definitely parts of these sets where the other player is definitely just like giving up trying to play well.
Let's party!
And we can't fault him for it because it's working. That's the saddest part.
He's attacking the mental. He's winning the mental neutral. But the isn't falling for it.
They got hands for days. Stand fierce with the hands for days.
Unfortunately, Honda probably wouldn't be able to kill off of that anyway.
On the problems. Stand fierce. Hands.
Wow.
Hands for days. And there's the copy pasta in the chat. Thanks, Corey.
You get a hand. Oh man, just going for the raw sumo headbutt right in the beginning of the set, or the beginning of the round. Zeku might be one of these characters that has trouble punishing sumo headbutt when it's on block. I know a lot of characters have that issue.
Okay.
Man, a lot of dashes.
A lot of dashes. Yeah, nearly fully stunned. Breaks out the V-Trigger
And
2.
fully charged, he's
Or
going to go
V-Trigger
into
once, my
another
mistake.
sumo headbutt.
Hits
More
him
sumo
with a rock.
headbutts. Not enough sumo. Oh, it gets the whiff punish, but doesn't confirm it anything.
That's gonna hit.
That's going to be the anti-air.
Yeah. He almost brought it back.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, start of the round EX kick. And another raw sumo headbutt.
Yes, guy, this is Losers Finals. Be happy that your fellow Zeku is in Losers Finals.
This is strange to say the least.
Strange
Oh,
things
gets
have
the
happened to me. The back throw. Wow.
He is very
hitbox
consistent
on that
with
thing.
heavy punch anti-airs.
Ooh, that whiffed.
Sweet,
Okay.
Sweet whiffs. He's gonna get 2 sumo headbutts off of that for the V trigger.
Oh, he could have killed with that.
You know, we're seeing a lot of command grab characters get V reversaled, and none of them have command grab the V reversal. This, at least from what I've seen.
Oh. Okay, so the
Characters with command grab in their kit.
Win.
Alright, the taking game 1, Losers Finals.
The might be the hero we don't deserve, but the hero that we need.
Yes. We didn't ask for this hero, but we need him.
We need him very badly. Wonder how Green Ranger is gonna respond.
Round 1.
I mean, at the very least, both of these players get 3rd place, so.
Theahhh's definitely just playing Honda shenanigans, as far as I can tell.
I'm willing to bet that if Theahhh takes this game somewhat convincingly, and as convincingly as you could possibly take a game against Green Ranger, then Green Ranger might switch to Blanca, and that could make things even crazier.
Oh, that'd be nuts.
I don't know what the Honda Blanca matchup looks like.
I don't think anyone does.
My resident experts on those matchups aren't here, so
All I know is that Blanca might be able to. Oh, and there's that trying to back that
from down tap. Oh my god.
Or trying to back jump it, rather.
And Fierce. Sit down. That's gonna chip.
Oh, and that's gonna chip. He didn't have any V trigger because he used it. So.
No
Man, that was
heroes,
close
only
too.
thunder.
If he wouldn't have given him enough V trigger, he actually could have gotten out of that.
So again, both characters are kind of singing out of full screen. Staring menacingly. Goes for another sumo smash into a headbutt.
Whatever the tried last round didn't work, so it looks like he's trying to force Green Ranger to do things. Green Ranger is switching to Young Zeku, which I think first time this whole set.
He's done in like small bursts here and there. Attack,
Committing to it.
lands a cross up, goes for the stun, and Green Ranger's gonna take game number 2.
Wow. That was might have a fairly long set here.
We might.
Although I do like the idea of Green Ranger switching to Blanca, because the arc of Blanca's charge moves, especially his flash kick inputs, might be able to anti-air the sumo slam before Honda can ground.
It's a possibility.
That'd be interesting. I'd like to see it attempted at least once.
Round 1. Fight.
And so the odd going in. First match being the DP, with which Green Ranger responds with another DP. Classic.
Yeah, really on point with those anti-airs. Definitely not a move you want to get hit by.
Wow, just dashed in this man's face and DP'd.
Seems like Green Ranger has lost his marbles. They are all over the floor. The spaghetti has been dropped.
He never had any. Okay, counter hits with a crouching medium punch.
And here comes another fully charged one, and it doesn't work! Why do so many people try it? Oh!
Uses regular headbutt
Checks
to get
is
out.
jumping, and he's gonna hit him.
That's dead. EXCP, yep.
Wow, I was not convinced that he was gonna clip him with that anti-air. I got a feeling Theahhh was trying to jump over it.
The odds.
He's charging something.
He's charging the thing. Manages to land the jump in. Gets a conversion into hands.
Ooh, gets the back throw. Oh, nope. It was not a back throw.
I hope you guys know how difficult it is for me to try and commentate this right now, because I am...
Yeah, what? There's nothing. I was actually just about to say, what has happened? There's not exactly play going on right here. It's just...
There's no really, like, strategy or anything. They're just kind of... They're playing with their heart.
Green Ranger's dashing in and DPing. Theahhh is slapping his punch buttons to get hands out. And critical hearting on Wake Up.
I have seen some Hans use that as like an evasive maneuver to get out of the corner, so I won't entirely fault Theahhh for doing that.
Yeah, there it definitely had some application. That's gonna be a critical art.
Not gonna do enough to kill, but it's gonna be pretty close.
Do a good amount.
Theahhh still has the life lead. Ocean flip
it's on point with those anti-airs.
Sure is a wide final round.
Sure is a wide world.
Wow. Punches the grab on startup with the throw. Very nice.
Yeah, stop the startup. See, Green Ranger, he does these long range special moves, but they work.
He's not trying to play footsies, just go in. That shuffling back and forward is not footsies, just do stuff.
Chancho, jump! Oh man, how are you gonna get hit by that 3 times?
And fierce trades.
Theahhh's getting hit with some positive conditioning right now, and I got a feeling we're gonna see another sumo slam soon.
Alright, so...
Oh,
yeah.
And the whiff punish. He got scared of something.
Yep.
Honda wins.
Oh, looks like we might see a long set after all.
Yeah, there's potential. They're going back and forth at the moment.
Both players are just playing with so much variance that I can't even say who. There's no way I could put a pin on who would win this.
Round 1.
It's just there's just so much.
Fight.
Both players are dropping tools mid-set to change in other tools to their play.
Go in. He's walking back and forth.
Neither
it's not
of you have a
footsies.
fireball.
It's not footsies. Trust me.
They're scared of their normals.
I can promise you. He's not trying to psych you out. He's just doing it.
just go for the sumo slam.
Iron Zangief, this is losers finals.
The mental strain that we're talking about here. Theahhh pulled off 3 sumo slams, and they all worked. But for some reason, even though Green Ranger never punished it, he's not doing it anymore.
Alright, so we got the V-Trigger activation. Oh, and the XDP to steal the turn.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, wow.
I would have respected that if that was double dash command grab.
I was expecting the command grab for sure. Oh, Theahhh looking to get a stun here.
Wow.
I'm surprised Green Ranger didn't the XDP. He's a big fan of that move.
Really fast
Goes for
stun.
the crush counter.
No quick rise.
Ooh, hands in the hands.
Yep. So I would very critically advise against the jumping, which is good. Nice solid anti-air on the side of the
An anti-air.
Alright, so this is set point for the If he wins this round, he can take it. He's starting out very strong with a really good jumping combo.
Oh wow, he's just jumping over everything Green Ranger throws at him.
Yep, hands for
Green Ranger
days.
switching to young Zeku, trying to cheese him out.
Hands for days.
See a lot of slides. Oh, that is
work.
not confirmed.
Oh my god!
Oh, what?
Gets hit by the stand leg kick buffer.
That's not even good damage.
The counter at stand leg kick buffer in CA. It works. We got those.
Oh, why? Oh man.
Okay, Honda back throw. The Owl still has the life lead and a full stick of butter.
This is Midwest moments.
Midwest moments.
Oh wow. Okay.
Marcus getting the conversion.
Pretty effective stuff right here. Gonna get the Oki.
Yeah, no need to extend
put
it.
himself in the corner like always. But
oh no.
Theahhh's not having it.
Back throw from Honda.
In the corner. I'm expecting a fully charged V trigger.
Oh my god! It armored through it.
Over it. No! And here it comes, the long set.
So much spaghetti.
Oh,
guys.
Man. Pretzel, who's gonna clean up this spaghetti, man? It is all over the grid.
Chat. Give me some ones in the chat if you think Green Ranger's gonna take it. Give me some twos in the chat if you think the Oz gonna take it.
Oh, get your Pog champs ready.
I'm seeing a 1.5.
Oh.
Town Crier not helping.
Lots of backdashes. I don't understand. Oh, checks the dash in with pro.
Mr. RyanVile for donating the 1 bit. Thank you, dude. Man, I wish this were my regular stream layout. I actually have a nice little like overlay thing for bits. BP.
Both players playing very conservative. Unfortunately.
EX Graham into VT. Goes for EX slide to extend. He's gonna try and back throw.
Cross up. And oh, okay. I thought.
Oh.
Not gonna lie, I started sweating a little bit there.
Just outside of range for the throw. And he whiff punished the throw with horizontal.
I'm wondering what happened. The Oz, he's not trying anything that worked before.
1 bit for Green Ranger. Jesus Christ. Well, the armor of the EXF would help them get out of there, which I guess is nice.
He's not getting any more jump-ins. I got a feeling he's probably gonna get. Oh, okay. I got a feeling Theahhh doesn't have his combo optimization on Honda down because there's a lot of scenarios where those EX DPs or even normal DP gets whipped and he just gets hands and that's about it.
DP to sumo smash. EX. And it's looking like unless we get some.
Why
do it
jump
again.
it back?
Come and see it.
Why?
No
critical art. No critical art. Oh, no. That could have been it. And Green Ranger goes to
Zeku
goes to Grand.
Green Ranger is in grand finals on the loser side.
Oh no.
Will this be your first Dragon Punch champion for the city of Cleveland?
Oh, Corey joined instantly.
Corey's
Corjam
upset.
is ready to.
Corey's
Corjam's ready
upset.
to eviscerate this.
He
man.
literally just said in the chat, "I'm upset."
Yeah. Wow.
You
This
did
is
it,
really
Ohio. You did it.
Oh boy.
We have a Zeku in grand finals.
Let's go back.
Okay. I have everything set. I have to add an L to his name. Alright. So we are in grand finals.
I'm gonna
Green
go see it
Ranger
there.
has to win 2 sets of 3. Corjam just has to win 1.
If we see a reset, I'm gonna have to go see a therapist about my reoccurring nightmares of the Zeku Laura matchup. We've seen so much Laura today. Laura Honda, Laura Zeku. Oh man.
You know, if I had woken up today and I was told that I was gonna be seeing a Zeku and Laura Grand Finals today, I would be like, oh, great, who's the Zeku? And then I would have been flabbergasted what future me would tell me.
Green Ranger showing his entire wardrobe today.
Yes, sir. And we're seeing that entire wardrobe right now in Grand Finals.
I wonder if we're gonna see the Blanca.
So these two play each other a lot. There have been times where Green Ranger has beaten Corey, but it's only in those instances where Corey's learning a new character. So, I have faith. And if there's a man... The streak will end here. I am still upset.
Green Ranger proves you wrong. I'm switching teams. I'm Team Green Ranger now.
You're currently losing right now. Corjam's up 1 round.
Oh boy.
God, I gotta put this in the stats tomorrow.
Right off the bat. Really likes that option. I guess it is definitely safe.
Good man grab. What's he gonna do on Oki? Crouch Fears? Alright, we got it.
The modest Crouch Fears.
Double dash and media punch. It works, I guess.
No anti-airs from Green Ranger.
Nice shimmy on the side of Corjam.
Corjam with that shimmy whip punish.
Ooh, nice air there. Smack this man out of it.
Corjam really showing the experience here, the divide in our class. Ooh, but Green Ranger gets that
EX was on
that air throw and another throw. Corjam gets the tech. Just doing a bunch of switches. He's trying to force him to approach, and he does. He actually baits him. And he's gonna get the V-trigger and the EX Shoryu into Oki, and wow! I think that's the first time that's worked this tournament. Oh man, he tried to dash out or something.
Now Corjam is a Sith. He's gonna let that hate, insult fuel him. And
Absolutely.
And it's gonna help him to win the set.
Angrier it gets.
Look at all these loose counter hits.
But I feel like Green Ranger is the second side of that coin. He gets stronger the more frustrated his opponent gets.
Yeah, usually, yes.
Wow, just no fear. Mashes out that EXDP just in case there's an opening.
Yeah, I think Corjam dropped the combo. It's like an optimal lore thing he's been trying out. He doesn't do it too often, but
Shield flips. He's actually getting some stuff off here. We've seen this before. Does a back throw. I'm guessing to bait out the a wake up EX command grab.
I think Corj's just looking to check. Corj's just looking to check like one single approach option because that's really all he needs to do. He's not trying to overextend. He just needs to get like a single like jab into like light elbow or something. Oh, he tried to do double dash.
He saved that. He goes for something incredibly risky.
Corey, please.
And what's he? Oh!
Corey, please.
Oh no. Oh no, please. And this is that dichotomy.
Not like this.
This is looking a little risque for our hero Corjam.
Not like this.
Fight.
Ooh. It's the raw V skill overhead.
Cleveland, if this is your first champion for Dragon Punch, I am never letting you live this down. Every other time I do the pre-show, if Marcus wins this, I am giving you guys so much hell for it.
Corjam is getting quite the momentum this round. Wow, just absolutely relentless.
Yeah, Corey's
Not
mad.
playing around anymore. But Green Ranger's gonna keep doing very disrespectful openings.
Yep.
And not respecting knowledge and wake up. Oh, another stun. Corjam's looking to put this away, ready to deposit it, but Green Ranger reads that command grab. He's gonna get that V trigger and as such get the Oki.
That's a really good jump after the reset.
Overhead into the throw. He's about one mix up away from getting the stun, and Corjam expectedly does the V reversal.
Yep.
Lara wins.
Definitely a way different pace that game on Corjam's end.
All right, so that's the first game for Mr. Corjam.
I never noticed that Laura's win quote and Zeku's win quotes, they hit on each other.
Yeah, that I remember that being like a thing on event hubs whenever Zeku came out. I'm like, what the hell? Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Looks like Green Ranger's looking to return the favor here. Got a feeling we're going to see a stun here, and
I was not looking anywhere remotely close to Corjam's stun bar.
Man, he was building up for a hot second there. Oh, okay. He's trying to get a backdash to try to bait some sort of command grab. Maybe get a whiff punish on a dash or something like that. And he's going to check the dash with a special.
You need to pay attention.
Round 2. Fight.
I'm a big fan of this costume until he becomes young Zeku.
Yeah, the hat looks kind of goofy. I forget exactly. I think this is a Red Earth costume. It's one of those many Capcom fighting game IPs that we like never see anything from.
Oh, absolutely. We're gonna get that anti-air, and as such, getting resets.
Yeah.
And one mix-up away from stun, but he jabs.
Oh, the jab interruption.
Oh, but he doesn't have a juggle counter, so he whiffs the V trigger.
Yep. Oh wow, the crush.
Gets the crush counter off the V skill, and he whiffs the command grab, which gives him a full jump in. He's gonna get the V skill, and
That's not gonna kill, is it? Oh, okay.
And he attempts it and throws the V reversal. People have been V reversaling a lot in this tournament, but we have not seen anybody throwing as an option select until just now. I hate to say it, Pretzel, but
Don't.
we might be looking at a reset.
No. No.
Round 1. Fight.
I have a
We're
sound
gonna
effect
be
for this.
here all night.
I have a sound effect for this.
Oh no.
There we go.
Oh no.
Very quiet. I need to raise the volume on that. To give you an idea what it is, since you can't hear it from Discord, it's the Knuckles Oh No from Sonic Adventure.
Oh no. Oh, Corjam once again taking those commanding rounds. Seems to be not one way or the other.
Round 2. Fight.
Green Ranger seems to be collecting himself, sort of backing off and just trying to figure out the situation, trying to figure out where Corjam is beating him in the neutral. And I mean, I guess an EXDP will work in a block string.
That it will.
Oh, actually manages to guess the mix-up and whiffs the Bushido flip, but still gets the throw. Bunch of backdashes. Green Ranger's a big fan of those backdashes.
How did we
We've
get
seen
here?
this before, switching from young to old, trying to bait some sort of command throw, or maybe even the EX one. Okay, getting the Oki. Reversal. That's not good. Alright, so this is
Lara.
2-2.
tournament point for Corjam. And reset point for Green Ranger.
Round 1.
You can really tell that Green Ranger, I mean, just from the way he's playing, I can tell he's very honestly wants to win this.
Yeah, he does.
Which I understand that too. As somebody who plays Headache all the time, who I will admit is a better player than me, he's definitely somebody that I try my best against. Really brings out the competitor in me. So I can understand if they play a lot, that Green Ranger would really want to push out these wins.
Corjam is the bracket demon of most of Northeast Ohio, so really to be in this sort of situation against him, I'd imagine would be very, very stressful.
Goes into the young Zeku, doing that thing where he stepped in and out of the invisible poke range.
It's fake! Corey, you're the one who tells me this is fake.
There's nothing
The
real
reason
here.
why I put this out is that Corey gets really mad when people do that, and they don't actually mean to play footsies.
Just
Oh my
you
god.
can just go in. You can just go in.
Kind of waiting for him to kind of.
Suppose he
Can't
did
kill
have a
himself.
life lead, so he was probably just waiting for him to do something.
All right, so we are now one round
Gets the
away.
command, well. Bushido quick command grab.
Wow.
Oh, again, can't get the optimal combo, so he gets the XDP.
That's why I get the Hosanto to anti-air, which I don't think that's supposed to anti-air. I don't think it's.
That's gonna be a bit of damage. Oh no, he goes for the reset, and he's gonna
Is that
get
gonna
the.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And that's gonna be tournament point for Corjam.
Corey, don't give me a heart attack like that. Corjam taking it 3-2 over Green Ranger, becoming your Dragon Punch 13 champion. Ohio, I am mad at you. I am so mad. God. Whew, okay.
Man.
So, congratulations to our top 4 for this tournament. We got Corjam in first, Green Ranger in second, the in third, and I believe Headache in fourth. Headache, you got fourth. Good job, Headache.
Top 4 Headache. He gets higher up each time he plays.
You get to be on the promotional graphic on Twitter.
Ooh, he's gonna like that.
Yep. So with that, thank you guys very much for tuning into Dragon Punch. Don't go anywhere just yet. I'm gonna try and see if we can host someone else in our community. But as we slowly close things out, I would like to thank the Ohio FGC. There's no better place to follow them other than their website than to follow the Ohio FGC Twitter account, which you can find on Twitter at OHFGC. This account keeps up to date with all of the different communities that are posted on the actual website itself. So this will be like retweeting their events and saying when they are and stuff like that. So if you want to catch all the glorious stuff that's going on in the Ohio FGC, the calendar's a little bit sparse. It'll be a little bit more active once locals start back up. But if you want to catch up all the events when they are, and you're on Twitter, be sure to catch Ohio FGC on Twitter at OHFGC. Jack Vegeta, do you have anything that you would like to plug, like a Twitter account or something?
I do have a Twitter account, but it's not used enough to warrant a plug. But I mean, Headache does. So go check him out. I think it's twitter.com/TheMrHeadache or Mr. Headache.
I think it's Mr. Headache. I think that's his Twitter. Maybe not.
He does post fairly regularly.
He is on Twitter. I follow him. Give me a sec. Let's see. The Mr. Headache Q1. God freaking damn it. Okay. Anyway, you can follow Mr. Headache at the Mr. Headache Q1 on Twitter. I am also on Twitter as well at ShallonPretzels. If you want to catch up all the stuff that I'm doing, you can find me there. You can also find me on Twitch. In terms of like my schedule and stuff outside of the tournaments, I stream on Wednesdays and Fridays at 3:30 p.m. EST. My Wednesdays are currently my Spelunky days, where I'm playing Spelunky to its utmost completion that I could possibly do, including some of the achievements. Fridays are my fighting game days, where I'll play a game from start to finish. Or yeah, I already said that. I'll be playing an open lounge game on Friday with like each of my like main titles. So it'll most likely be Street Fighter, Grand Blue, Sam Show. I was playing five special and 5 perfect yesterday, so if you want some games, be sure to follow and do all the doobly-doo stuff there. But yeah, I guess the other thing that we could plug, join the Discords associated with the tournament.
Oh yeah, drop the link to the website.
If you guys want to join the Outer Haven Discord that is currently running this tournament and whatnot, be sure to type in !Outer Haven in the chat, and you'll get an invite link to the Outer Haven's Discord. If you want to join my stream community Discord, the Salt Monastery, just type in !Discord. So I'm gonna go ahead and do those things real quick. Good old !Discord and !Outer Haven. So yeah, so the Discord one will give you access to the. Oh, I accidentally typed in a 1.
Get annihilated.
Oof.
Yeah, I believe there's also a website. It's OhioFGC.com. It has. I think you were just on it actually,
Yep.
And you can go to social media, and it links all the major discords for the Ohio FGC and the regions that they're associated with.
Yep.
So,
It's a very valuable resource for our community.
and streamers. So if you want to support your local FGC streamers, definitely check that out, because some of them definitely need it. A lot of them are underappreciated. Really good content from them, but sadly the FGC just isn't a very popular streaming platform at the moment. But the only way to change that is by watching it. So
Yep. Watch your streamers, support them, sub, send bits, send donations, show them some love, show them that you care about them. So with that, I'm gonna see if we can find someone in our community to host. Let me just
if anybody's on right now.
checking my following and see if I can find anyone who's live. I know that the guy who usually streams our Tekken tournament is streaming casuals at the moment, so I could probably host him right about now. So Mr. PS4_player, I'll be hitting him up with a raid in just a moment. So once again, thank you guys so very much for tuning in to today's Dragon Punch online tournament. We will be back next Saturday with some more Street Fighter V action right here at 8 p.m. EST. So if you haven't followed already, be sure to click on the follow and notification bell so that we can get notified of the next time that we go live here for some Dragon Punch. I've been ShallonPretzels, joined here today by Mr. Jack Ajita, and thank you guys so much for watching.